right now. Oh, we're ready to stream, dude. I didn't realize there was actually like a play of the year thing, the Capital One play of the year, whatever it was that you tagged me on. I saw it this morning, a few minutes ago when I opened up Discord. It says Cole Clark got an award for the best play. Hopefully he's out there a lot next year and doesn't deal with injuries for us. I'll take him hitting 220 at the bottom of the lineup if he can play that elite defense. Let's see. Chris, welcome in to TikTok chat. Hey, route to Raymond James Stadium, and we're hanging out with Mike and Chris and anybody else that wants to come in. Bronzilla's here. What's up, Bronze? What'd you guys think of Thursday Night Football last night? I had it on. I didn't get super into it. Kind of was hoping the Jets would score a little late just to make it exciting, but New England looked like the better team most of the way. That first drive for the Jets was decent, though. Let's see. Jose, how are you, buddy? I'm good. What's new, Jose? I see once in a while posting on my Instagram feed. It always makes me happy when I see you just enjoying life, man. Try for the check down, didn't get much there. A little bit cold, a little bit rainy. The hoodie will come off in a bit. Opponent was in good spot defensively there. Did I start my Tickfinity timer? I meant to. Yeah, we got 90 minutes. If you guys follow, share, like, timer goes up. So, nothing to it but to do it. Yeah, Judge was deserving. I wanted Judge over Raleigh, personally. They both had good seasons, though. I mean, Raleigh wouldn't have been like some outrageous bum that they gave it to or something. Oh, no way! Stoffy, just subscribe. It's 45 months for Stoffy being a sub. Stoffy, what's up, dude? Surprised to get to catch you here on a weekday morning. How's the Pokemon game, Stoffy? Are you still playing it a lot? The one that came out somewhat recently? Oh no. Held the ball too long and took the sack. Get work for the day. Oh, cool. Are you doing anything exciting, Stoffy? Or are you just not filling up to going to work? You got 250 hours on it. Stoffy's putting in the work on Pokemon. Today's question of the day is, do you prefer ice cream in a cup or in an ice cream cone? Oh, okay. Yeah, welcome back in, Mike. I was talking to you a bit, wondering what you're up to. Buddy was in some type of blitz defense. He didn't think I was going to throw it there. We will get the conversion. Cone always feels messy. Mike prefers the cup. Oh, I like the crunchy texture of the cone. I probably would take the cone if I had my choice. But I think you are right about the messiness. Because sometimes you bite into the cone, it takes a little bit too deep of a break, and then you start getting, from time to time you get the ice cream kind of leaking down the side, which isn't ideal. But I don't think that would have came up. Cone in a cup for Stoffy. I have seen that. Have seen that in the past. Not a bad way to go. Let's see. Sophie, Nick, Diego, Snow. Everybody, welcome in. You would like it. Your teeth are quite sensitive, so it takes a while to eat the ice cream. So as you eat it, it's melting off the cone, ruins the experience. Yeah, I wouldn't have thought about any of those things. And I do get a little bit of sensitivity from time to time. Maybe not what you experience, but, you go to the dentist. Oh, is anything wrong? Oh, yeah, this tooth over here is a little sensitive, so you start chewing on the other side. I think it happens more as you get older, too, with that sort of just wear experience. And we'll get in there. So we have a big 4th and 19 conversion. Probably should have punted, but we got away with it, and we're on top. Blur, welcome in. How are you, Blur? Being results-oriented, I made the right play, but, yeah, process-oriented, that was probably the wrong thing to do. More naturally sensitive to cold than anything for Mike. Not as much with the heat. Feeling confident? No, not really, Evan. I mean, I hope the Seahawks go out and, beat the stuffing out of the Rams, but Rams are a good team, and I think the Rams probably still have the better head coach until proven otherwise. We'll see if McDonald can keep adjusting. started out a little bit quiet there this year on the offensive side with Kubiak and McDonald. And I think they've gotten on the same page, and the offense looks really good now. So I have to give him his credit and his respect. McDonald's got him playing good football as an entire unit, which was kind of my knock on him going into the year. Very nervous to play the Rams' potentials there. Dude, Walker, I actually have him benched on my fantasy team for this coming week. The one that I play with CM Griffin in his community. Because I got, I forgot the guy's name. The guy from the Broncos is projected well higher than Walker. I took Walker, I think like 40th pick. Shouldn't have, but I like to take Seahawk guys and root for him. But yeah, Walker just, he gets out there. He's not as effective as Charbonnet, usually. Pretty high on Kubiak. Yeah, you believed in him. You believed in him quite a bit. And you told me, like, yeah, he should be okay. And I thought, I don't know. This guy ran a lot of gimmicks with Taysom Hill. And we were screwing up with Milroe, trying to use Milroe as a gadget player at times. But they stopped doing it. Milroe's not active now, like last month on game day. And I think that was the right move. He just isn't worth trying to run some silly play, and the defense recognizes him out there and knows what's coming type of thing. Hard to not believe in the son of Gary Kubiak. Yeah, Gary was a good guy. Good coach, good player. So yeah, we're multi-streaming for anybody scrolling in. We go by Danielle Freak, or at least I do. And there's like little Danielle Freak minions running around that you guys can't see. But yeah, come on in. Let's talk sports. Sports talk show. Want to hear what everybody's doing this weekend. We're chatting with the buddies on the purple and TikTok chats. Red chat still needs to get going this morning. Question of the day: ice cream in a cone or ice cream in a cup? Stoffy had the idea of putting the cone in the cup, which is usually a good move. We've done that with the kids, so that way they don't make a mess, but they can also have the cone, because sometimes they want the cone. You know, if we go to Baskin Robbins or something. I'm not sure how to pronounce this one. Lou Rexu JN. Welcome in, Rexu. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be pronounced as one word, but they're separate. Yeah, who's your favorite football team? You do a lot of things for Kubiak to be your head coach next year. Yeah, people are saying that's going to be the issue, is that he may get hired away from Seattle now because the offenses look so good. I think we probably have to have postseason success for people to really want to go get him, but who knows, man. People were high on Johnson for a while, and he finally got his spot there with the Bears. Soured on Bowles for Mike Plays Games. Any other Tampa Bay fans in the chat? This guy's offense has been pretty smooth so far, my opponent. Is there any big-time college football games tomorrow? I'm going to be streaming college football tomorrow. We got Colorado State taking on New Mexico. But, you know, like top 10 teams squaring off head-to-head. I usually don't know till I ask you guys. Let's see, it feels like every season since your Super Bowl has been an episode of Groundhog Day. Yeah, that happens with franchises. I've definitely gone through that as a sports fan. Oh, new music's in the house. What's up, New Music Inferno? How's your Friday going? Do I have Madden 25? I do, Brody Shea. USC playing Iowa. Oregon's playing Minnesota. A little cold weather action for those West Coast teams, if they're on the road. A little cold and nasty out here, though. If it's in SoCal, or I think Oregon's getting hit with some rain, too. Yeah, not as enjoyable. At least you guys got maybe the steal of the draft with Egbuka. What a good young receiver for you. Sherman will come in and get that one. Can I one-on-one you in Madden, please? Dude, did you even follow my stream, Brody? I don't think you're a follower. Are you? I don't remember ever chatting with you, Brody. Oh, there we go. Brody followed. Brody, usually if I do anything in the community with playing with viewers, I require people to click on my profile, hit the link tree, and come into the Discord. And typically, It's not one-on-ones that I do. It's more like play squads together type of thing. But it wouldn't be today, Brody. Brody, thanks for locking in finally. Solo, how's your day going? Are you locked in, Solo? Notre Dame versus Pitt. Oh, interesting game. A little tiring. Watch the same result in the playoffs every year. Alabama, Oklahoma. Yeah, my Sooners will get stomped. Texas, Georgia. Probably better games. CJN has followed. Welcome in, CJN. CJN, tell us about yourself. Who's your favorite football team? Yeah, we need you guys on TikTok following. You guys control that timer. The timer is a fear of missing out timer. The more you follow, the timer goes up. If anybody, subscribes or sends a gift, that drives up the timer. But yeah, you can help out the stream, no money spent style. Free 99. Follow, share, and like. Oh, I wasn't muted. This poor guy was hearing my whole stream. This poor 49er fan. Bad enough being a 49er fan, am I right? Eric, welcome in. Thanks for following, Eric. But I just muted my mic now. Oh, we got a Buccaneers fan here. Hey, guess what? Mike's a big Buccaneers fan. He's got the throw there. I sent him on the scramble. Oh, he didn't get his feet down. Both of those games being played on the West Coast. USC is playing at home against Iowa, and Oregon's hosting Minnesota in Eugene. So who's your favorite Buccaneer of all time? I'm actually not sure if I know who Mike's favorite Buccaneer of all time is. Eric, yeah, welcome in, Eric. Eric, Brody, all of you guys on TikTok. Lock in. Tell us your favorite football team. If you want to. I just picked up that Dexter Lawrence card. Hopefully Dexter will get it done for me. Oh, yeah, Evans makes sense. You're kind of an Evans hype man. And rightfully so. Evans has been great for you guys. Dude, I missed your message. No way. Dang it. Donnie taking L's. Now I'm going through so I can see this message. Good morning, Daddy. Happy Friday. Dude, how did I miss that? I enjoyed the video with you and Shauno yesterday. The A's team got the walk-off in extras. I think it was Ford into the gap, right? Man, I don't know how I missed it. I'm sorry. But yeah, how's your day going today? Oh, he threw it right at me, and I was ball hawking too early. Dang, that's the wrong one. Penny. Boy, I'm out of sorts. I guess I'm still waking up. Here we go. Yeah, I haven't seen Richie stream much anymore. Richie was like 2K partner when I got started, and he threw me some raids way back and kind of helped me grow my community. Penny, you got any fun plans for Thanksgiving Day? Those of you on TikTok, our question of the day, ice cream in a cone or ice cream in a cup? We got to know where you guys stand. Kurt Badani, thanks for following, Kurt. How's your day going? Wild Man, thank you as well. Got double follows on TikTok there. MLS is finally going along with the European schedule, summer to spring. Been waiting years for that. I did see something about that they were going to match the World Cup schedule. I assumed it was temporary, Mike, but yeah, that would make more sense. Just have the in-laws over and watch some football. Nice. How'd you like your Patriots last night, dude? BTA to the Jets. Jets had that opening drive that looked good, and then the rest of it was rough for the Jets. Kurt, I'm doing good. We are multi-streaming, Kurt, and anybody else joining on TikTok. So I'm reading chat from the other streams as well. Depending on the stream, they can see the chat pop up, so it's probably a little bit more immersive for some of those folks. Just in case you think I'm like just making people up or something. Michigan baseball backup is here. What's up, Liam? Good morning. Saw that starting in 2027. Oh, it'll be after the World Cup. Dude, I must have completely misread the whole thing then. Yeah, my understanding was they were doing it to match with the World Cup schedule. JT, welcome in. I'm doing good, Liam. Speaking of World Cup, Italy has to beat Norway by like 9 goals to qualify through their group, so they're going to go into the World Cup playoff thing for the Azzurri. I don't know. I could see us failing to make the World Cup again. It would be very disappointing. There's always a chance. See, it was great. No more primetime games. Can't do all the beers and go to bed at 1 o'clock for work the next day. Yeah, at least you guys should be off Thursday night. You might get flex, though, late in the year, because that Patriot team is worth watching for sure. Let's see. In Lover. Is it in love red site? How's it going in love? Later, can you add me? Add me on what, buddy? You can add me on. I'll tell you which you can add me on. 4 platforms I'll definitely follow you back on, Liam. X, which used to be Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky, Threads. I follow you guys back on all those. If that's what you mean. You can join the Discord server. You can click on my profile, my link tree's there, come on into the Discord. I don't really like follow back on TikTok if that's what you mean, or if you're trying to add me on PlayStation. You end up with a lot of like random accounts that you don't game with. If you add everybody type of deal. Then it becomes kind of a hassle if you're trying to set up a game like with Henny and Solo Phil that have been with you for years and hanging out with you. And then you're scrolling all these names that you don't even remember anymore. You wish you were on the West Coast, you could go to bed at a reasonable time. Dude, it's something that I'd never thought about until I started streaming. You guys on the East Coast get hammered with some really late starts. Like, you know, if you got to be to work at 6 or something, or start your day that early, yeah, you can't always stay up for those games. Maybe try to record it and watch it the next day or whatever, depending on devices in your house. Bucks still have 2 primetime games. You hope the Colts-Chiefs game doesn't get flexed. Solo misses those 1 p.m. games. Next week, LA, Thursday night against the Falcons in 4 weeks for Tampa. Getting close to Colts Seattle. Yeah, that'll be a test for both teams, honestly. What are you supposed to do for the next 4 hours? You're awake for Mike. He doesn't like those games ending at 8:30 for him. If the Celtics or Bruins play at 10, it sucks because you don't watch it on a weekday. Yeah, because, I mean, even if, let's say the game ends at 12:30, 1 o'clock your time, I know for myself, I usually like to look at some of the post-game stuff, like to look at the box score on my phone, maybe go make some comments on social media. I usually participate in my teams, the teams that I like, their subreddits, just to kind of vent, especially if they lose, to like, you know, dump it on Jonathan Kuminga or whoever it is on a given night. So yeah, all that stuff takes a little bit to process too. It's not like you just shut off the TV and boom, your head hits the pillow and now you're asleep either. Those of you on TikTok, you guys East Coast sports fans, or are you guys on the West Coast? Do you ever have to not watch the game because it's too late? TikTok buddies. We got LJ from the 916. You're up in Northern California, right, LJ? Same when the Pacers go on their West Coast trip. Some games are at 10:30. The Warriors just had a game the other day, one of those streaming games. I want to say it was on Prime. It may have been a Peacock game, but I think it was a Prime game. It started at 8 o'clock my time. Now, I was kind of complaining in my head, like, man, 8 o'clock's kind of late, you know? This is the time I'm getting the kids to bed, and I don't want to have the TV screens on and, you know, be going back and forth and all that stuff. Yeah, and I mean, I don't really have anything to complain about. You know, that tip-off for you guys on the East Coast is 11, so I think they were playing a fellow West Coast team, but kind of crazy the NBA's got such late start times. Jax, welcome in. How are you, Jax? Lights flash right there, bud. Yeah. Share the stream with your friends, Jax. Get them to come follow as well. Boy, sounds like I got emphysema or something. Hopefully I don't, but yeah, the lights are flashing. We just got a little frog in the throat. So let's see, Big Baby Henny, he wakes up at 5:45 a.m. Going to bed, 1 o'clock isn't fun. No, definitely not. Let's see, going to be a great game against the Rams. I hope so. I mean, I hope we get it done against them. Jax, thanks for sharing the stream. Who do you root for as a football fan, Jax? Like, who's your favorite football squad? Best sports... Or let's see... Excuse me. The best genre of sports games is college football teams in California starting at like 10 o'clock at night, says Mike Plays Games. 10:30, 10:40 actually, says Solo. Yeah, NBA always tips off late, right? Judy Bug, or Jude Bug. Thanks for following, Jude. Lights are flashing for you. Jude, who's your favorite athlete of all time? Got the advantage, but my opponent's not bad. Watching Utah State versus San Diego 1 a.m. Yeah, they probably do have class, but a lot of them probably, at least over the years, had somebody doing the homework for them. I guess we're kind of lucky, like Hawaii has never been a powerhouse. I'm probably sticking my foot in my mouth here, but I don't remember any of the Hawaii teams being must-watch sports action either, because that's a whole nother wrinkle on late start deal. And I released Jamal Adams. I thought he would chase down Joe Burrow, but didn't do it. Junebug's a fan of Aaron Judge. All rise for the MVP. Does anybody in chat believe, what's his name, should have got it instead? Cal Raleigh? I'm a Cal Raleigh hater. Cal Raleigh truther. I didn't buy into Raleigh too much. He had a heck of a year, but I don't know. I got irritated during the home run derby. Rooker had the lead, and then suddenly Rooker didn't have the tie break. And oh yeah, we're going to push Raleigh through so we can market this guy. Why alumni best you can think of is Jason Elam and Mike Edwards. Is Cooper worth getting? Cooper Flag? Cooper Cup in Madden? Look at Joe Burrow fly. Cooper Cup in Madden is cool if you have the season tickets for him. Cooper Flag, I don't know. He got Nico Harrison fired. Cooper DeJean? Alright, I'm tired of this dancing animation. It's taking forever. I'm guessing this guy's going to go for 2 since he had a couple field goals. Let's see. Darth Vader, Soulfresh, Versace. Everybody welcome in. Please be sure to follow, share, and like if you're on TikTok. You guys control the time bank. All right, we didn't get the pick 2, but we denied the 2-point conversion. Bradley Cooper, dude. Haven't seen any Bradley Cooper movies in a minute. I guess he had one that he wrote, directed, and starred in that bombed. I saw people saying, what role did your favorite actor do that was rough, and I saw he had something somewhat recently, but I wasn't even on the map on that deal. I usually enjoy him in films. Let's see. Jose Rodriguez has followed. How are you, Jose? I didn't get to read the whole article. Did anybody read the article with the whole MLB scandal today? There's like 12 names that are implicated. Feels like MLB's got some serious issues, and it's not just Emmanuel Clase and Ortiz over there. Mike liked American Sniper. I liked it until I read up on the guy, and I guess the actual person was just super into embellishing everything. Not quite stolen valor type deal, but sort of. I guess he claimed he got into a fight with Jesse Ventura, but Ventura set the record straight. It's quite the rabbit hole to go down. I forgot the name of the guy that the film was about, though. All right, we're up to. We want to play a little keep away, honestly. Haven't been running the ball much. Yeah, there we go. Chris Kyle. That was the name I couldn't think of. I guess maybe you have to have a pretty big ego to be out there and be as successful as he probably was, even if he embellished a lot of the stories. Yeah, 3rd and 1. I kind of like the way I'm lined up against the defense here, but I'm going to hit the 2-minute warning. You can see he's blitzing there. Only 160 confirmed. I mean, that's still a crazy number, right? You think it's a one-on-one situation, right? Like 160 versus 1? Yeah, that's nuts, but adding a whole bunch there that maybe never happened is kind of nuts. I can just kind of punch it in, I think, because we'll be up 9. That's a 2-possession game. I think if it was, 1-point advantage there, if it was even, I would have thrown myself on the turf and maybe considered making him burn up his timeouts on my opponent's side. Don't need this point after getting blocked. So on Veterans Day, We went to a theme park, and then we went to Wendy's on the way home just to get the kids some kids meals. There was a veteran. I'm sure he was probably just based off his age, like a Vietnam veteran, and he had on his retired hat. And I wanted to thank him for his service. I just didn't want to make stuff awkward. I'm thinking, this guy's just out enjoying his day, so I didn't say anything. But any of you guys that are veterans or active service in the stream, I appreciate you guys risking life and limb to keep us safe out here. Maze, thanks for following. How's your day, Maze? Maze already got the Santa Claus hat on the profile picture. 505 in less than 100 days. Crazy. I saw some story of a guy that was a sniper, maybe in World War II. I'm not the best on these types of stories, but he crawled out somewhere and he crawled back, and it took him like 4 days to go and get the snipe, which he was successful at. And I guess he had to soil himself and things, but he was supposedly one of the most successful snipers of that era. I don't think it was Korean War. I think it was World War II. I wish I could tell the story the way that it deserves the whole build-up and provenance on it. But yeah, some of those guys definitely very skilled at what they needed to do and getting it done. I'm using kind of looser terms because, of course, we're live on TikTok and they can be so strict. Then again, I see the most wild stuff on TikTok out of all the apps whenever I open it up, too. It's like, what in the world are we looking at here? We'll tackle him down short of the line to gain to Parkinson, and that should be it. Yeah, that's a good call, Mike. Yeah, the Vietnam guys, they went through a lot. 100%. I'm just planning to ground and pound and get this clock ran out here. One would like to get a fumble and turn the game on its head. Speaking of that, let me put on ball carrier conservative so we can reduce the risk of fumbling up. Grandfather, who wasn't with you guys anymore, Vietnam vet as well. Yo, Perks, thanks for following. Perks, who's your favorite athlete of all time? The right answer's got to be Sam Perkins, right? Former Laker and Sonic left-handed big man. Was one of the original stretch fives. If you had to build your dream NFL offense, who would be on it? I mean, I think you look at like the All-Pro teams, and you probably just go pretty much down the line on best available player at each position, which is kind of a lazy cop-out. This year, I think JSN may be pushing himself into that All-Pro wide receiver one conversation. LeBron James for Perks is his favorite athlete. 5'1", how are you 5'1"? I wouldn't normally try to rub it in, but it's a 49er fan, so let's take a timeout. Considering there's no 9-point play, we'll go for it here. Have you ever asked that question and somebody said Donnell Marshall? I don't think anybody said Donnell Marshall yet. Although people do recognize the jersey and get kind of hyped up to see the Donnell Marshall jersey in the back for the, the older head basketball fans. Yeah, thanks, CJ. Football, Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders was awesome, dude. Loved Barry. Ah, didn't get the end zone strike there. Oh well. Was just looking to rub it in a bit. As far as Donnell's son, I know he had one son that I remember being on his Twitter timeline was playing at a small school. I don't think he had much potential for playing in the NBA. He may have another son that's playing. I know one of Donnell's daughters works for the Boston Celtics in their front office. I forgot what her role is. I want to say she kind of helps run maybe public relations department. And then Donnell was coaching in the G League most recently. Exotic Bryson. How's it going, Bryson? Thanks for following. All right, here's Mike's all dream team for offense. He go Baker Mayfield, JT, JSN, and Jamar, Puka Nacua, and Brock Bowers. Who would Adams, Jefferson, JSN, Metcalf? Oh, this is who you would do. All right, Adams, Jefferson, JSN, Metcalf, At receivers, quarterbacks, you go with Drake May and Wilson. Running back, you to go with McCaffrey. You have half Niners, half Bucks chemistry. That's why you have the 49ers playing Tampa. Oh, dude, was I playing you? I didn't realize I was playing you. I'm sorry for going for the extra point. Usually I see 49er fans and I, metaphorically see red because I live in Niner territory as a Seahawk fan. Yeah, I should have just kneeled down, but I didn't realize you were in chat. I mean, there's always a good time to act right. But, yeah, no, I just figured I was playing somebody kind of randomly. So, yeah, my mistake, CNJ. When you followed in this morning, I figured you were just somebody checking out the stream. So, you were checking out the stream, but yeah, I should have been better than that. Sorry, Fred. Let's see, tight end, Buddy would go with Bowers. Yeah, Bowers looks pretty good. If you have to watch Metcalf run down at 4.4, running down the field just for him to drop the ball, perfect pass by Drake May. Mike would want to end it. Yeah, new follower got one-on-one before you guys. Yeah, the Kappa dude looks different. Yeah, Mike hit me with a Kappa this morning. I don't know if I like that. Hopefully it's temporary. I wonder if it's similar to PogChamp, because they changed it to PogChamp because the original PogChamp, oh, I forgot the guy's name, the streamer's name. Apparently he was kind of a bad dude. So I don't know if there's something going on with the Kappa thing, but yeah, I noticed it when Mike put it in, but I thought Mike just had a fresh emote. Maybe he was gifted an emote or something, so I didn't even think about it. Yeah, PogChamp used to be the, I think his name was Rice Gum or something, right? Let's see, 41Z Bins. How's it going, 41? So now it makes sense why I was playing a guy with the Niners and Raymond James Stadium and all that stuff. So let's see, 41 Beans. What's your favorite type of bean? I'm really a pinto bean type of guy. Laura Holiday, how's it going, Laura? Thanks for being there in the red chat, as I like to call it. If you're in the red chat, we'd love you to hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. TikTok controls the timer, so we want everybody to follow, share, and like. Played Madden 25 with your brother yesterday, and he beat you 96-94. What in the world were you guys doing to score so many points? It sounds mind-numbingly boring to score almost 200 points in a Madden game. You guys had the game clock way too long, Brendan. Gotta shorten that up. You guys play the full 15 minutes? Brendan, I don't know. I don't know if I like what you're doing with your time, buddy. Although you didn't ask me for my thoughts. That Thornton card can be a menace. Look back on some of the Seahawk tweets from before all the moves in the offseason. And if they did have the moves those fans proposed, they'd be winless or have 2 wins. Hey, fans are not always the best general managers. I don't think Gino would have played as bad if he would have stayed winless, though. Maybe he would have. You know what I mean? Having different receivers in time and space, all that type of thing. He hasn't adjusted well to it. But I think if he was still with his guys, it might have been okay. Although it would have been new terminology with Kubiak. So maybe it was better to go with Darnold. Can't defend him for nothing. You against your brother. Well, apparently he can't defend you because you guys both gave up a boatload of points. Just hit peak lazy. Tell us more, Stoffy. Landino. Thanks for following, Landino. How's your Friday morning going? Raiders are a fake franchise. You DoorDashed Red Bull. I'm very curious how much they charge you for a DoorDash Red Bull there. Hopefully you got some other stuff with it too. Yeah, Sam's contract was a good price point. He's got Cooper Kupp there. I went to the middle and he just progressed to the side. There's 3 Seahawks on the Raiders. Gino, Tyler Lockett. Yeah. They probably have some other former Seahawks on the back of the roster too. Of course, they got Pete. Yeah, we got him tackled, but not before he breaks the play. $9 for hey, that's not terrible. Aren't they like $3-4 in the store anyways for Red Bull? Is this 26? Yeah, we're playing 26, Laura. JSN to the Raiders. No, I don't think I will, Taylor. Going to be similar to how Baker's contract is. We're playing Madden seasons for anybody coming in. You think if DK went back to the Seahawks, he would perform? I mean, he's performing with the Steelers, isn't he? Yeah, sure. He's not coming back to Seattle, though. DK got paid a lot. Seattle's got to deal with Boye Mafe and Reek Woolen being free agents this offseason. In addition to some other key names, I suspect they'll want to lock up JSN now. So, Riker, how are you doing today? One time you were playing against the AI on Madden, and you're playing the Bills versus Seahawks. You put up 200-0. Yeah, is that really fun, Brendan? I don't know, man. I remember doing that stuff when I was a kid, but you know, it's kind of fun for the games to have some challenge to them. DK hasn't performed because the man with a walker is trying to throw him the football, says Stoffy. Not good for Riker. The dog is sick. I hope your pup feels better soon. You know, with animals, sometimes they eat stuff they're not supposed to eat, and then you have to just kind of wait for it to run through their system. Hopefully it's just something simple like that, nothing too bad going on with your pup. Speaking of that, how's Griffey doing, Stoffy? Want to get a PS5 for Christmas for Brendan. I hope you get one. Yeah, thanks, Laura. We are multi-streaming for anybody that's just joining chat, so you will hear me reading off the chat everywhere. Some of the folks, you know, they're not going to be on the same platform you are. Did this person just try to flex winning on rookie on 15-minute quarters? Sounds like it, Solo. PSA, Backyard Sports has 3 free games on Steam. Griffey's well, he got a haircut yesterday. I didn't know that Backyard Sports has free games. I need to go claim them. You want to get Madden 25, the premium version, because the scoreboard is kind of cool, says Brendan. You don't want to get Madden 26? I wanted to fly in there with Jackson, but I didn't want to fumble up. Thought I was going to. Yeah, he is fast for sure. Question of the day today is ice cream cone or ice cream in a cup. What do you guys prefer? We've had compelling arguments for both. Warren was getting open there, but it took too long to develop. Yeah, I would definitely get 26 because people are moving on from 25, Brendan. Mike is confirming 26 has been such a huge step up from 25 too. That's big facts. Patriots looking really good this year. They are. Yeah, I was content for the Patriots to not be good for a while, but they're back at it again. Someone said in your comment section that you should hang up your skates while you're behind. People say anything on everything, unfortunately, Fred. I try not to take the haters too seriously. I feel like either they're trolling for attention or they got something wrong in their life, so it depends. If they're in the live chat, I might roast them. In my comment section, I usually just block and move on. Should you reply? If you want the engagement that bad. If you feel like it was purposely to try to drag you down, yeah, it's not worth your mental health. But yeah, a lot of keyboard warriors out there. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, Laura. Hope you'll subscribe and stick around the community. Patriots went from 4-13 to 9-2. Sometimes coaching staff makes a big difference. There we go. Newman coming through with the pick. Used to be the shapeshifter. Mike plays games, says he played 25 a few weeks ago. It felt so clunky in comparison to 26. Yeah, 26 is awfully smooth. Jesus Flores, thanks for following Jesus. Jesus, who's your NFL team? Who do you root for? Let's see, Clown says, a friend that you know supports your channel. He stood up for you. Sounds like a good friend. Do people still really run the same offensive plays? This year from last year? Not too much. I mean, maybe, but I feel like it's different playbooks that are popular this year. Mike's he's very interested in getting a legitimate copy of 2K14. We got Yeet on top and Little Jimmy in the house. What's up, guys? Jesus, he's a Dolphins fan. Big win for you guys over Buffalo the other day. Just a feel-good win, you know, for the Dolphins on a tough season so far. I saw those guys celebrating in the locker room. They had those carts that the, I don't know, the locker room attendant, I'm drawing a blank for the right name. The guys that clean up the locker room, right? With all the fresh linen and that type of thing. the Dolphin players were pushing each other around in those, and they were singing and dancing and stuff. And yeah, sometimes you just need a moment for the culture, even if maybe half those guys aren't in the locker room next year. I can't imagine McDaniels hangs on to his job. Surprised he's held on to it as long as he has. I saw some quote with him this week saying he credits Coach Dan Quinn for helping him get sober. So I didn't realize he had any off the field demons. So that's cool for McDaniels. But as far as being a head coach, maybe he'll sort it out at the next stop if he gets another opportunity in the future. But he was kind of the wonder kid there for a minute. He was getting a lot of hype, and then Dolphins have just fallen off. It's not just completely on him. I mean, the roster has a lot to do with it too. We're in a good spot in this game. Got the takeaway. Looking to score, and I think we have the ball coming out second half as well. So put on shoe clock. Let's try to limit his time of possession here. First and goal from the 4. And Kamara able to bowl in there. Oh, is he going to call it a game? Wow. All right. GG. Alvin called game. He didn't know he did it at that moment, but yeah, they walked off the field. They took their ball and they went home. That's tough. All right, let's see. I've got a boatload of these season tickets. I think I'm going to roll them forward to season 4. They should give us one more upgrade on this series of players, but I think I'll just save them. Other than maxing out Cooper Kupp and Creed Humphreys, or whatever his name is, the center. All right, on to the next game. How's our timer looking, TikTok? You guys are in charge of it. We got 53 minutes left guaranteed. When you guys follow the stream, the timer goes up. We got May just followed. May LLN. What's LLN stand for? I see a couple of doves in the display name. We're out to Dallas. There's a hole in the roof so God can watch his favorite team on Sundays. And that team is whoever's beating the Cowboys. Sorry, Cowboy team. Pretty sure that was the old Jerry Jones line. Long live Nana. Yeah, long live Nana. That's a cool one. Nice that you have that respect for Nana. Mike plays games, says he's missing baseball. I can't say that I'm missing it yet. Kind of curious how the offseason is going to go. Mike's ready for the crack of the bat again. You guys think MLB The Show 26 is going to be a great year for the game? Or more copy and paste? And he's got Shaquan Barkley for 6. Oh yeah, I missed seeing him hit, but everything has a season. It's Thanksgiving season. I don't really crave baseball this time of year. Some folks though, they love it year round too. Interest will be zapped by June. Yeah. Can't wait for baseball to start. Oh, we lost 20 out of 21 games. On to next year. That's how I felt as an A's supporter around May when Pate couldn't get it together. Of course, it was on the players too, but Pate was at the helm there. Marcus, any fun weekend plans coming up, buddy? He's been pretty strong on the run game. The 15-game losing streak where Kurt Suzuki gets fired and Barry Bonds will be your guys' manager. Can you imagine if Barry was as prickly as a manager running a franchise as he was as a player? That would be peak entertainment. Barry probably dodged some of the criticism he would get in this day and age, being out of there right before all the social media really popped off. Because why not? Love to give him a shot to be the hitting coach again. This guy's throwing some dimes out there, my opponent.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Wow, that was a good user from me, guys. If you're on TikTok, please be sure to follow, share, and like. We need your activity to keep us going. We're also really close to 40,000 followers, so yeah, please tap that screen, TikTok viewers. Got to get the engagement going. Yeah, I thought Barry called it a career. I got to read up on this. Hold on, Mike. I'm curious what you have to say here about Mr. Bonds. So Mike says he thinks the Marlins moved off of him too quickly because he made Christian Yelich become an MVP. That was kind of a half zone, half man look, but he threw it the other way where there wasn't enough press coverage down there. Opponent's been implementing the quick pass game. Probably like me bouncing down because he's run that to the outside. Yeah, I mean, I would think Barry would have just all the insight to hitting as long as he wasn't too prickly in the locker room where he's making it a, like a hostile work environment type of deal. I remember that was part of the reason nobody wanted to sign him right at the end of his career to be a DH is nobody wanted to deal with Barry and Barry's BS. I gotta find something to stop that little flat route to the outside. Mesh spot, but he's doing something on a pre-snap adjustment. Seemed like every member of the 16 squad respected him. Yeah, he may have mellowed out by then. Lawrence gets the tackle in the backfield. May restart TikTok if it doesn't start popping here in a few minutes. Let's see. If we don't get a few TikTok followers by halftime and get the chat going, we'll probably just do the jump start on the stream. Seemed to work pretty well yesterday. It's always kind of hit and miss on if it's going to help you much. Able to get the pass break up there. I think Bonds kind of gets screwed over. You believe that was the year that Stanton got hit in the face by Mike Fiers? That sounds right. Yeah, that sounds like that lines up as far as the timeline. And we'll take it away with Jamal Adams on the user. And now Jamal looking to take this one the other way. Feet don't fail you now, Mr. Adams. Uh-oh, he's running out of juice. Jamal, keep going. All right, we got to get him on the, I don't know, strength and conditioning. Got to get the stamina up there for Jamal. AJ, thanks for following. How's your day, AJ? Let's see. Don't know if that was the offer for Stanton. Andy Echeverria, I'm not saying that right, was a shortstop. How did the Marlins expect Barry to do anything with that? Name I forgot about. Had real potential to win some pennants. Said how it panned out. Yeah, the Fernandez deal was terrible. Cricket 26 trailer drop yesterday. Does it look good? All right, TikTok's pretty quiet. TikTok, I'm going to see you guys in like 5 minutes, okay? So if you're on TikTok, join on Twitch or YouTube, and we'll get out the jumper cables and restart stream in just a few minutes. Feels like we lost some of the momentum there. Not bad, though. We had 20-ish followers. Trying to do a little bit longer sessions, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, cricket's a huge sport internationally. I wouldn't mind playing it, but I don't fully know the rules. But now I kind of want to see the trailer. Also, I'm wondering, is the game going to be just like a PC game, or will it come to the consoles? I definitely feel like Fernandez wouldn't have stayed with Florida his whole career, but who knows? He had a lot of love in the community, so maybe he would have stuck with them too. Yeah, it's hard to say. Like maybe they get in the postseason, maybe there's some more money there. because their park is fairly new, and it was newer then, of course. You know, try to put butts in the seats and give the homegrown prospect the big extension. All those things could have been a factor. November 20th, all platforms. Man, I am usering well. Nick's trying to get Cam Chancellor. He's not going to get him. It's another pick 6 for me. Oh, it's just console. Okay. I should definitely try to find the developer and see if I can get a creator code for it. Probably be a really good international draw game. Osuna, Realmuto, Stanton, Yelich, Justin Moore. Yeah, they were pretty stacked. Turn my lights on and off too. TikTok always gets desynced on the lights. Too bad the rest of the team stunk. A great what if in baseball, and of course way before Mike's time, was the '94 Expos. I think they were winning the East, and they were stacked roster. Strike hit, season got canceled, and then they pretty much broke up the band, so to speak, with that team. Kind of wonder if the Expos would have won the World Series, and then, you know, if they would have had some more money in the coffers after having a postseason run to keep some of those guys together, and how does that affect the franchise? Maybe they don't fold and become the Nationals with a different butterfly effect. Yep, Moises Alou. That team was really full of you know, future Hall of Fame talent. Am I gonna get a third pick 6 in this game? Will Cordero, Larry Walker. How would it affect LeBron's legacy? LeBron would have played baseball. Young Pedro. I think they had Vladimir Guerrero Sr. on the team, Marquise Grissom, Delano DeShields. Maybe misremembering some of the Expos that were there at the time, but yeah, they were pretty loaded. Curious if my opponent's going to stay in here. He's had a tough time finding Seahawks jerseys in this one. That first drive, my opponent, I was thinking like, oh, this guy's pretty solid. Then we had the nice user pick with Adams and kind of unraveled. 1000% need another Canadian team in the MLB. Yeah, it's weird. Everything's just Toronto, right? For pro sports for the most part. You got the Raptors, you got the Blue Jays. There was a time when the Bills franchise was down. They played a lot of their games in Toronto there. So I kind of feel like Buffalo half belongs to Toronto. At least it did. Maybe the NFL should have put a team in Canada eventually. But yeah, I felt like they could support another baseball team or basketball team. Also help with the all-star voting situation. Because you have a problem with the entire country of Canada focusing on just voting in the Blue Jays. Yeah, that's true. I remember the days when all the Rockets would get voted in the NBA because, you know, the Chinese voters would jump in and vote for Yao Ming's teammates. There was a time when Zaza Pachulia was leading the vote there for the Golden State Warriors too, when we had Durant and Steph and all those guys. 7 of the 9 starters were Royals. Yeah, that definitely was the right time to start making some changes to how it all worked. I remember when they first started online voting too, and some guy admitted that he wrote some type of script, and I think he got a bunch of Red Sox players in or something like that. He was stuffing the ballot, so to speak. He's got that Outbreak en route to Cooper Cup. Locked down. So we can stop him again. Don't want him getting any momentum into the half. See Gordon, Kane, Moose, Escobar, Hosmer, Perez, and Morales. There's only Trout now too. Yeah, that's messed up. But hey, the fans voted for it. I tried to shoot the gap, but he slipped off of me. So, game's back on at least a little bit. I think I got 17-6, and I believe I got the ball next half, too. Yeah, Morales was a really good player. Would have been interesting to see how his career would have played out. So, yeah, since I'm not live on TikTok, I know there's a gambling scandal this morning, or more to the gambling scandal. 12 names were implicated. I don't know that that means anything about, like, 12 players were mentioned. It could have to do with Emmanuel Clase and Ortiz and those guys, but yeah, baseball's got a serious issue brewing right now, along with the NBA, and I think it's just a matter of time for the NFL with the gambling stuff. So we get our touchdown right back. Yeah, grand slam for him to break his leg jumping on the plate. You hope he's just at peace with it, man, because you can definitely see somebody getting bitter and holding a lot of resentment over something like that. Yeah, Donnie always finding the holes. Make of that what you will. Funny thing is, he isn't even a top 5 worst moment in the 21st century for the Angels. All right, we're going to bring TikTok back here in a moment. Can I give you a shout out? It's his birthday. I don't know, bud. Can you give me a sub and a thumbs up, Cole? Since we're giving out free stuff. Cole, have you ever been told to lock in your life? 3-player deaths within a decade is rough. Yeah, absolutely. I saw that, speaking of veterans and player deaths and stuff, 2 guys didn't make it back from World War II that were MLB players. One of them was on the A's. I don't think I realized a couple guys had passed in service that were major league guys. Not that they're any more significant than anybody else that passed, but you know, just kind of one of those interesting footnotes of history. Right, I'm starting TikTok back. We're trying to. Should be back live there. Right, Bates kicking away. Ooh, Cooper was trying to turn it upfield again, almost did. You know, Under Armour, the CEO, and I don't really follow every CEO's politics, but like most CEOs, he leans a certain way. Steph leans the other way. It doesn't surprise me that Steph maybe got disenchanted with them. Also, I think they've done a really poor job on promoting Steph. They didn't really capitalize on the night or the Olympics, and seems like they've just dropped the ball on a lot of opportunities. To my understanding, Steph had a small ownership share of Under Armour, so I don't know if he's going to divest or if he'll maintain that, but as far as being shocked, I guess I'm never really shocked about that sort of thing. But I had assumed he was just going to roll with him throughout his whole career. It's weird, like Nike letting Jordan leave. Wouldn't be shocked if he ends up going somewhere like Adidas. Yep, I saw Adidas and New Balance being rumored. Of course, Nico Harrison was the one that dropped the ball on Steph Curry and Nike many years ago. because they did a presentation to renew Steph, and they referred to him as Stefan, like Stefan Urkel. For those of us old enough to remember Family Matters. Cole, did you... listen, you asked me for something, Cole, and I asked you, did you subscribe? Did you hit the thumbs up? If you can't answer that question, Cole, you will not be receiving a shout-out. Yeah, some people thought he might go with Clay's brand. I mean, it's not Clay's brand, but Clay had that Anta deal, too. I would think Nike's got to be on the phone with him, though, right? Like, Nike's got to say, here's our chance to capitalize and bring in one of the big names that we didn't have as well. All right, so Cole's claimed he has subscribed. So happy birthday to Cole. Shout out to Cole. Cole wanted a shout out. I don't know why you guys want a shout out, but all right. Yeah, Adidas, he could be the guy now and even into the post-playing career for a while to be doing Curry merchandise. I did see that Under Armour is supposedly going to keep making Curries though through I think it's like the end of next year. So I don't know how that's going to work on a competition deal. Then I guess Curry has his own brand or something too. So, yeah, I'm curious how it'll all play out, but it is what it is. You feel like Steph is bitter because of the Harrison fiasco? Yeah, it definitely could be. I think at the time Harrison wasn't one of the lead pitchmen either. He was just a guy that they put on there and he dropped the ball. Do I have the new JSN? I wish. Yeah, I don't have the millions of coins, unfortunately, for it. Hopefully I'll get him like on a redo or something, Bronzilla, or get really lucky on a pack. Adidas will do whatever they can to get the same with him. Damian Heath, how are you, Damian? Thanks for following. We restarted TikTok. Everybody that follows adds to the timer, and we'll do a longer stream. This is the jump start portion of the TikTok session. Yeah, I mean, you think Under Armour would have attached everything they could have to Steph to keep him in the fold. I saw some people saying yesterday Under Armour should just get out of everything except for cold weather gear and football equipment because they're just kind of bad at everything else. But, you know, I don't go out and buy $200 shoes or whatever. So it doesn't affect me, but there definitely is, you know, that subset of sports fans and basketball heads, sneaker heads that are really into it. And, yeah, it's surprising that they didn't just roll with Steph the whole way. Go Seahawks. Damien, who's your favorite Seahawk of all time? We're talking a little bit in the other chat about Steph Curry leaving Under Armour. They have Brady, Jettis, Harper, and Freeman. Curry is a big loss. Not the end of the world. They don't have any NBA guys, so I wonder if they're going to fold up their NBA or their, you know, their basketball division, or maybe not focus on it so much. Yeah, we got kind of a mismatch game. This guy's thrown me 3 pick sixes, and we're sort of rolling to the win. Donnell Freak just shared the TikTok live. I hope everybody else will too. You know, Damian Lee's kind of funny, but he is Steph's brother-in-law, so I'm sure Steph has connections everywhere, but still there's a family connection there of sorts. Can you pick the team, please? No. We're not doing pick the team, buddy. We're playing Ultimate Team. It's just the jersey anyways, but we're running Seahawk Fiend Team. I'm not going to go sell all my cards because you made it into chat, even though we're happy you're here. De'Aaron Fox is with Steph's brand too. Can we pick the jersey? Maybe, but probably not. I like the throwbacks. Mo Bamba is a member of the team. Wags, what's up, dude? Got a little break at work, or you got the day off? Oh, my opponent's got the Army jersey looking things. But no, those aren't mine. I'm on defense. Hey, happy day off to Wags. Wags, what games are you playing these days? Are you playing a lot of college football? Remember Under Armour had Embiid and then he left to go to Skechers? Oh, interesting. I think I vaguely remember that. So does Under Armour not have, like, really Any NBA players or any name players now? This guy just got no quit in him. We're up 28, but it is what it is. See, probably more than other games, but not a lot for Wags. It was weird, you know, they were gonna re-release or remake college basketball, and then what I read was EA scrapped plans on it, and that 2K was going to take it up. But I haven't really read anything about college basketball in a while. Finally get paid next week. They're paying you all the back pay and stuff too, right, Wags? Pretty crazy how that whole thing came to, you know, came to pass, and they agreed on the deal. I've heard it was the lobbyists and the big money being upset about their flights being delayed is what pushed it over. You know, not folks like yourself having to work without pay, which is ridiculous. I mean, that should have been more of a motivating factor for everybody. 2K putting 16 college teams in this year. Purdue's one of them. Oh, I didn't know that it was part of the NBA game. I thought they were going to work on their own standalone game. Let's see. The Gobbler has made it in. What's going on, Gobbler? Thanks for following. What are we gobbling? Some glizzies or something else? He's a Eagles fan. Don't think so. It was just Steph and his brand. Yeah, you would think they would have had Steph and Seth Curry or something, right? Hey, we haven't thought about glizzies in a while. We got to make glizzies popular again. Glizzy gang rep. How's it going, Gabriel? Standalone game in a few years. Mike misses prime Von Miller. Didn't Von Miller get a little bit sideways of the law there for a while? I thought Vaughn kind of cooked himself. Then I haven't heard much about it. Seahawks are playing the Rams in Los Angeles. That's a huge game. At work, unloading manure for Gabriel. Well, hopefully work's going well. I'm glad you're getting to hang out with us. Try to get the double pass on him. Yeah, big game for us. I wish you guys would have scored that touchdown against the Rams and beat them earlier in the year. Yep. Bad drop. Bad drop for both of us. And we'll drop it there. 1 second remains. Opponent won't quit, so I'm just looking to rack up the score on him. Suspended 4 games. Never was... Okay. Maybe there was less to it than it sounds like. I was trying to throw a lateral, didn't let me. Oh, they have Davion Mitchell. Okay. Cooper Kupp is from your neck of the woods. Isn't he from Eastern Washington? I want to say that's where he's from. All right, to reset stream, I go by Danielle Freak, reference to Danielle Marshall. We're talking sports. We're on 3 different platforms, so we're reading off chat from everywhere. Those of you that are watching on TikTok, you guys control the timer over my shoulder. When the timer expires, we wrap up the stream. So please follow, share, like. All those free actions add to the time bank. And if anybody subscribes or sends a gift, it cranks it up a bit as well. You know, if anybody's got a universe laying there on their account, yeah, send it my way. Hell no, hell yeah. Thanks for following. Yakima Valley, Washington is where Gabriel and Cooper Kupp are from. He's from Yakima. Very obscure things about sports players. You do for sure. Mike's been grinding Football Reference for a while. Hey, thanks for the rose. Hell no. Who's your favorite NFL player? Hell no. Hell yeah. Hopefully I don't get in trouble for saying the hot place. TikTok can be weird about how occasionally you get your hand slapped as a streamer. I would think that's acceptable. That's probably PG phrasing. Jay Cutler. Dude, we were just talking about Jay Cutler the other day on stream. I think it was yesterday morning. And that Jay spent 4 days in the pokey here recently. So yeah, apparently Jay Cutler was incarcerated at the same time Mark Sanchez was. There's a fun NFL fact for you guys. Yep, the DUI for Cutler. This guy's a new opponent. I thought it was the same guy for a minute, but yeah, different uniforms. These are the most feared uniforms. The Bears. Bears are playing some good football right now. Good time to be a Bears fan, I think, if you are a Bears fan. Yeah, he'll get the scramble with Lamar Jackson. That's your favorite team. I have a few Bears fan regulars that tune in too. So usually try to keep an eye on for them. Mike's got a fun fact. He says, did you know that the Jets have never beat the Eagles? No, I didn't know that. Those are pretty old franchises too. I mean, different conferences, so it's not like they play every year, but that's kind of surprising they haven't beat them. Dating back to 73. Guess where you're going Sunday? I'm guessing you're going to go see an NFL game. I just don't know which one. That's my guess, but I could be completely wrong. We will get a sack. To Cleveland and the Ravens game for a kill shot. Oh, nice. Bears over the Vikings, says Gabriel. Yeah, I would think so. Vikings seem like they're kind of struggling with McCarthy. Oh, he went for the deep shot and he got it on the back foot there to Saquon Barkley. Nice throw. Trap game. Yep, could be. Yeah, you can never overlook the divisional rival games, but yeah, I think the Bears will be up for it. Under first-year head coach Ben Johnson. So the Eagles have beat them 13-0 in the historic matchup. That's terrible for the Jets. Especially if you're a Jets fan, your brother's an Eagles fan, to have that thing hanging over your head. Why wouldn't you sit him a year or two and keep Darnold? Yeah, I don't know. Didn't make sense to me. At the time they did it, I was saying, yeah, Darnold fits their system. Bears always have problems with low teams. I like the fans that are, like yourself, somewhat reasonable about their team and their expectations. Did you know the Eagles and Steelers merged, became the Steagles because of the lack of players during World War II? I'm definitely familiar with the term. Wasn't really familiar that it happened during World War II, but that makes sense. That would have been the era. So they merged and must have decided to unmerge later on. Had a few shots to get a play on the ball, but the guy kept it moving pretty well. Yeah, Vikings messed up. Yeah, he's playing well for us in Seattle so far. We'll have to see how he does now that there's some expectations and pressure coming to the Seahawks with their current regular season record looking pretty good. Hey, what's happening, Landon? Orlando's. Forget how to pronounce it. Need to get the upgrade at running back. Almost to have enough coins for the Marshawn Lynch. I don't think it was for just saying Unk. I think it was something else. Couldn't have been too bad, though. You didn't get banned. Nice play for him off the edge. The only win in a playoff game by a quarterback drafted by the Broncos is Tim Tebow. I immediately thought of Elway, but Elway was drafted by the Colts. Both of them were drafted by the Colts. Yep. Elway and Manning, right. Logan, thanks for following. We need everybody to follow up like Logan. Who's the best backup quarterback, in my opinion? Mac Jones looks like a really good backup right now. Like, I think somebody's probably going to give Mac a chance to go in and compete to start next year. Maybe wrong on that, but yeah, Mac held it down for the 49ers. G-Man, thanks for following. How's your day, G-Man? Convinced Mac Jones going to be on season-ending IR after Brock Purdy has a healthy week. He's more banged up than Brock is what Mike is saying over in the purple stream. Mike might be right. Yeah, he's played through a lot of bumps and bruises there for Santa Clara. But yeah, if it's not Mac Jones, I don't know who it would be. Jacoby Brissett's looking good for the Cardinals, but I think that may be more of a testament to Kyler Murray not being the guy. Oh, he has another year left on his deal. For some reason, I thought he was on a one-off. But he's saying Jameis Winston. I don't know, man. I feel like Jameis is just entertaining. Which team am I? Which team am I? You guys hanging out together? Saying the same thing at the same time. I'm the team with the football. Kyler's not the guy. Jameis hasn't really been high-end starter backup since the ACL tear a few years ago since Mike placed games. And I was trying to get away from his user. He'll pull me down. I think we'll settle for 3, although I don't want to. We'll have the ball next half, so seems like the move. Yeah, I think Logan and G-Man are the same guy on different accounts. Is this franchise? No, we're playing Ultimate Team, buddy. Russ should go to the Cardinals. I don't know if Russ is going to get picked up anymore. Mike's got another fun fact for us. Drop it on us, Mike. I got a fact for TikTok. You guys control the timer over my shoulder. We need everybody to follow, share, and like to add more time. If you guys gift or sub, that's a lot of time. Seth is a fan of the Birds. Should have went in when Dart got hurt, but washed Wilson. Yeah, Russ has looked bad this year. He had some okay games with Pittsburgh last year. I do know he threw up a lot of stats against Dallas. I think it was week 2 for Russell. He's looked bad ever since. Panthers won the division 3 straight times, but have never had back-to-back winning seasons in franchise history. So they won with a losing record or a 500 record on those straight division championships. Not championships. Division pennants, what I want to say. But I guess you don't really get the pennant in football. What's my favorite team? I like the Seahawks. Weird having Russ and Fields on the Steelers. Yep. Ever since those Bronco seasons, I don't think anybody completely trusts Wilson to be the guy anymore. And probably rightfully so. Go Cowboys. How about the Cowboys, says Gabriel. Cowboys having a tough year, Gabriel, if I'm going to keep it real with you. Yeah, division title. There we go. And we'll get to Lamar. For a sack, it's 4th and 21. Let's see if he keeps his offense out. He will. Cowboys have no secondary, says buddy in chat. Yeah, my usering not what I wanted to do. There's a flag. Let's see what it's for. Illegal touching. We accept and take over on downs at the 28. Cowboys struggling with Dak, says Seth. You're not wrong. Tom Brady has the second most receiving yards after the age of 40. That is very obscure. You would have said who has the receiving yards after 40. I would have been thinking about, oh yeah, Jerry Rice played a long time or whatever and tried to come up with some old wide receivers. Why? Who care? What? Gabriel, are you okay? Gabriel, you haven't suffered a traumatic brain injury or anything, right? Okay, so it was Rice. Although I wasn't even sure if Jerry played after 40. Sad about Brady and his wife Giselle. Yeah, they're probably going to be okay. Lamb doesn't look the same. Gabriel, no, nothing wrong. I think it's a different Gabriel. Gabriel in the red chat is who I was referencing. Not Gabriel in TikTok chat. Dueling Gabriels. Only person that catches the ball in Dallas is Pickens. Cody Parkley is the most accurate kicker, kicking 4 field goals in one game, if you think about it. All right. Yeah, Rice had the Seahawk half season with us. I think we traded a 7th rounder for him or something. Jerry also was going to play the next year with the Broncos, but he was going to have to be, I think, 4th or 5th string. So he called it there. I got more receiving yards than Brett Favre after 40. Brett must have had one of those bat downs where he caught it behind the line or something, right? Hey, William, thanks for following. We want everybody to follow up. Moses Moody or Gui Santos? If that's what you're talking about, you're probably talking about Moody, the kicker, and Cairo Santos. But as far as Golden State Warrior depth, I like Moses Moody more. Santos is a fun change of pace player, hustle player. I'm going to give you the Golden State answer. Looking for that sideline route. Sherm and Cam say no. Sherm can't keep his feet. Mariota would have brought it to the house on a batted pass to himself. Is it you or the Seahawks finally having a good season in, like, what, 4 years? Seahawks have had back-to-back winning seasons, Gabriel. I don't think the Cowboys can say that. They won with Pete Carroll. They won with Mike McDonald. Just because they didn't go win the Super Bowl didn't mean they weren't winning. 9 wins is a winning season. Seth, he likes the Thunder. Hell no, hell yeah. He likes the Bulls. Aiden is a Bucks fan. Who's your guys' favorite NBA player? Cooper Cup can't hang on. It's going okay, the theme team, to be honest. I think I'm like 42 Seahawks or something right now. SGA, Steph Curry. 4 Super Bowls. Yeah, how many in your lifetime, Gabriel? Not Gabriel from TikTok. Gabriel that's about to catch the band hammer on the other platform. Yeah, that didn't work out. Now we got a longer field goal try. It's like the A's have 9 World Series championships, so there's only one in my lifetime I got to enjoy. The ones in the 70s are kind of cool because they won 3 straight in a row, but yeah. I can't really throw Philadelphia A's stuff at you guys if you're baseball fans. Let's see. She loves Aiken. Thanks for the heart me, Aiken. It puts you on the TikTok team. We need everybody on the team, is what we're told. Robert Rowland. How's it going, Robert? Thanks for rolling in here and hitting the follow button. Sorry for the pun. Current Mata's all-time Derek says, hell no, hell yeah. SGA made over 30-something points in every game. But do you really like seeing him parade himself to the foul line? Is he truly an ethical basketball player? I don't know. Let's see. Buddy was born watching Derrick Rose. I remember when you guys had Jordan, Pippen, Kukoc, Horace Grant, Rodman. The real old days for the Bulls. Too bad Rose didn't stay healthy. He was super talent. What about GP3? What about him? What about Jenny Kavanaugh as the GOAT play-by-play announcer in all sports? What do you guys think about that? Only baseball fans will know who I'm talking about. Dude, if Dak is cooking, you guys are not eating well in Texas. I said Scotty. Scotty was the second name I said. I thought so. Either I said it or I thought it. And DK will catch it from Jamal Adams. For Ultimate Team, you think they should make a 99 Bobby Boucher? They might. They made a shapeshifter. Maybe we'll get a water boy one of these days. What's up, Windsor? Windsor, thanks for the heart me. Defense was making you guys lose. Your offense is top 4. I don't think the Cowboys' offense is top 4. Maybe top 4 in your mind, but I don't think the Cowboy offense ranks particularly high. I just hope Brandon Aubrey kicks a lot of field goals. I got him in fantasy. All right, that is the end of the third quarter. Windsor's on the TikTok team. Came in with the heart me. Got 12 minutes left. Might get in this game in one more. We need you guys following, sharing, and liking, or subscribing and hitting the thumbs up. We are multi-streaming. It's Daniel Freak on all socials. So do me a favor. Follow on the red stream, purple stream. Follow over on Instagram. You know, if you guys use all those other socials. Oh, maybe Maximus. Yeah, the guy's been kind of obnoxious in the other chat, so I'm just kind of trolling back. But he's got a weird fact for us. Give it to us, man. We like the weird facts. Sounds like it is dumping buckets outside. We are supposed to be getting some pretty good rain throughout the week. The audio in the post had you dying. Dude, I don't even know what it was still. Because, you know, the stories only stay up for 24 hours. Windsor called me out for the audio. I don't know if it was good, bad, indifferent. But I just pressed the TikTok app to add it to my stories. If you guys want to see my Underdog plays, please check out the stories for your buddy Danielle Freak. And use creator code DYF for Underdog. Use code DFR15 for Manscaped. If you need a Smack and Seeds code, a SeatGeek code, any of that stuff, let me know. We got you covered. Usually try to keep them in the stories. Not every day, but frequently. Carmelo Anthony was on the Bulls for a couple of days, never stepped on the court. Carmelo was rocking the dad bod worse than I am. Let's see, Windsor says, you screen recorded it, you'll send it. No way! Makes you mad is you only have PS4, MLB 21, and Madden 23 for Maximus. Maximus, for the holiday season, are you looking to upgrade to the PS5? What's happening, Clutch? It's Eugene, in case we forgot. I did forget, because you changed your name. Who do I think is the best NFL team right now? I'll just say Seahawks, because I'm a fan. Do I honestly believe it? I don't know. Yeah, go Seahawks. Yeah, Rams look tough. I hope Seattle can beat them this week, though. That's going to be the test game. We'll know for sure. Appreciate all of you guys hanging out. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Tomorrow I should be on in the morning with a Madden stream, and then we have college football watch-along stream. We have the rights to stream Colorado. I believe I have Colorado State versus New Mexico. It'll be on the red platform. So if you guys come through and chat and keep me company there. Those tend to do pretty well on that platform. So that's why I focus on streaming those games to them. I got the rights to stream to TikTok and all that, but TikTok can be very strict with enforcement. Sometimes over-enforcement on stuff. Stafford should have left the Lions a while ago. But what about Kelly Stafford and her legacy? How are we feeling about Kelly, guys? Supposedly dated Matt's backup in college to make Matt jealous. That's what she said on a podcast. I think it was last year, but I feel like Matt deserves better. And maybe he's happy. If he's happy, I'm happy for him. But he's able to extend and get a first down. Joey Porter. What's up, Joey? We love it when you're here. What you been doing, man? You guys getting buckets of rain down there in Santa Monica area, Joey? How many years did Aaron Rodgers sign with the Steelers? He's on a one-year deal as far as I'm aware. I know he's said that he thinks this is his last year, but we'll see. There's times that he goes out and slings it, and then people say, oh, well, they should lock him up for another season or two. Hey, what's up, Eli guy? How's your day going? Noodle arm, says Shoei. That's tough. Tracker, how are you? Thanks for following, Tracker. We need everyone to follow up just like Tracker did. All right, buddy's kind of back in the game here, just like that. Gonna have to worry about the onside recovery. Yeah, Tracker, I'm good. Yeah, thank you for asking. And thanks for being here. Glad that you're doing well. Opponent gets the conversion, and we need the hands team. Probably playing one more. I think we got enough time for one more. If we get a big follow train going, need all of you guys like Ryan to share the stream to get their friends in. Then we would keep going as long as the time bank is filled up. But yeah, you guys on TikTok, you control the timer for the other two streams too. Just because you typically have the most discoverability there. Gonna babysit your sister's dog later today. What type of dog does she have? Tanner Barnes in the house. How are you, Tanner? Tone, thanks for following. Good to have Tone here. We're taking down all the clock. He does have 2 timeouts, so I want to keep that clock churning. Let's see, KC L Pack. Maybe it's KC. I want to say it's like KC Cackle Pack, but I may be imagining things. But Casey, yeah, welcome in. Opponent takes time. They recommend that I go for this here, but I don't think so. I don't know. If we convert, then we win the game there. Let's see what he looks like. Bears quarterback, locker room right now. Who's the backup to Caleb Williams? I don't even know who you guys have as the backup there. And DK will call game. Oh, Case Keenum. Now I got you. My favorite college football team. I like the Sooners. I'm a very casual college fan. I know it's a big game this weekend against Alabama, and if they're going to make the college football playoffs, they probably have to win that one. Sooners tend to do exactly what they did this year. They streak off a bunch of wins early in the year, then they play some legitimate competition, drop a couple games, and then they try to scramble their way back in. Seems to have been the trend for the last decade, even though, you know, quarterbacks change, coaches change. Sooners just sort of do the same thing. Tyson Bagnett is the backup. Border Collie, Australian Shepherd mix. Probably a very smart dog. All right, we get the victory, and I think the timer says we keep streaming, right? Yeah, we got 6 minutes guaranteed. Please follow so that timer doesn't run out, guys. Beats by Poke just helped us out with a follow. Thanks, Beats. There's also a handy little share arrow on the bottom right of your TikTok screen. Yeah, share the stream with your friends. Get everybody in here. Oh, Brock Purdy just followed. What's up, Brock? Brock, you been out on the farms there in Iowa, getting ready to come back? Hey, Tracker, thanks for sharing. We're 4-1 on our Mutt season. We're playing in Veteran. I thought I was in Legend. We're in Veteran Division, trying to get that Super Bowl run. Might play some ranked tomorrow instead of Seasons. All right, Gabriel's got the top offensive breakdown for me in the red chat. He says Colts, Bills, Bears, and then Dallas Cowboys. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Yes, Tanner, exactly. Tanner doing a great job as a mod. Tanner was mod for like 2 months and he didn't realize he had mod powers. Like, Tanner, you got the wrench of power, the sword of authority there. Everybody's got a couple of Raiders in his top 3. There's my top 3. Let's see how we go. I can never let you forget that one, Tanner. Tap, tap, tap. If you're not tapping, you're napping. Probably our last game of the day, but you never know. Sometimes the subs and gifts blow up the timer, or you get a flurry of follows and the timer goes up. Yeah, because I think the thing that happened was like, you're like, Donnie, if I was a mod, I would help. I'm like, bud, you've been a mod. Go ahead. I think we had some trolls in chat or something. Beats is a Raider fan. I'm a Pete Carroll and Geno fan, so I like to see the Raiders do well this year. But not in this game, though. I need to win the game. We need it. Connor just came in with a big foul. Thanks, Connor. Connor's got, looks like a tree and a basketball there. Who's your favorite basketball team, Connor? And why is it the Golden State Warriors, like myself? I was like, I don't like the Warriors. But let's see. We'll see what Connor says. Loveland gets free. He'll have a first down. Brody, thanks for following. How's your day going, Mr. Kurtz? Are you a fan of Nicholas, the Rookie of the Year for the American League? Chicago Blackhawks. I like the Sharks. Gabe Norris, how are you, Gabe? What was that spin move thing? That was wild. Blackhawks have a pretty storied franchise, right? I think you guys have won a lot of Stanley Cups over the years and good history there in Chicago. And Dickerson gets him to a 3rd and 3 situation. I have a play in mind, but I'm not seeing it. I think I'm in the wrong formation for it. They won it on your birthday in 2010. What a great birthday that must have been for you. I had a man in the spy, but Lamar's too fast. Got a picture of you in a Blackhawk helicopter. Tracker, that's awesome. Connor says this is his birthday. Connor, what are we doing on your birthday, buddy? Are we having cake? Are we having a party? We just relaxing? Did you get the free breakout player? The one that we power up? Yeah. Is there something else, Cruz, that I missed? Hey, Windsor, thanks for the Go Populars. See, it came to your school. How does everybody have Lamar? I had enough candy either to power up Joe Burrow or select Lamar Jackson binder cards. I took Jackson because I like to run around, extend plays, and he had a lot more speed than Burrow did. The stats looked about the same as far as passing the ball, so I took the faster of the two. The Burrow seems decent, though. You get them both now. Yeah, I have both of them, I think. I don't have enough breakout badges to power them both up, though, Cruz. Yeah, I saw with the motion, I thought he was going to throw it out to the left and left the right-hand side open, stretched out. Pump's running pretty good offense thus far. So Windsor, he sent us 16 Go Populars. Appreciate it, Windsor. Wow, what a hit stick. Too bad we didn't get a fumble. Blasted him. Timer is getting to the 2-minute warning, guys. We need all hands on deck. TikTok, everybody following, sharing, liking, tap away, send those likes in. I don't mind streaming another game or two, but probably a good time to wrap up after this one, if it goes that way. Prepare for tomorrow's stream. Let's see. I love Fine, whatever. Hey, how's it going, Fine? Thanks for following. Somebody send 1,000,000 coins. Yeah. Stop hoarding the coins, guys. Send them in. We'll see the animations. All right, opponent has kept the ball away this entire first quarter. Hey, Toombas, thanks for the rose. How's your day going, Toombas? Or, excuse me, it's Tombs. Added a U that wasn't there. Yeah, Mr. Beast, come on. Oh no, I was off and running. If we would have just held on. Come on, Lamar. Hang on. Actually, it was Jamal Adams, not Lamar Jackson. He was fast enough. He just wasn't good enough to hang on. Would have been huge. Dickerson's got the blocks. He'll get in there. Hate when that happens. I'm the team that just got scored on, football kid. Drop what looked like was going to be a pick 6. Oh, no way. Hey, thanks for the game controller, Tombs. Game controller adds a little bit of time there. Got to get everybody following. We need football kid to share the stream with his community and get him in here. But yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to finish the game if the timer runs out or not. But as far as getting another game in, we need the follow wave. Getting very close to 40,000 followers here on TikTok. Here goes Alvin. Ran into my teammate, which is not what we needed. Thought we were taking it to the house. Let's just hit him right between the eyes with a little trick play. See how this goes for me. Probably bad, but we'll try. Nope, this is going to go pretty well. Cooper, hang on. All right. Just like that, we erase the lead. In the last minute. If you're on the For You page, come follow. Save the stream. Don't let the timer run out. Now he knows that I'm willing to go to the bag of tricks at Windsor, so may not run that one again for a while. But he's going to be looking to defend against DK. Defense, he may have wanted a little more time to drink Gatorade on the sideline. Yep, follow up in Galaxies. Now is a good time. Anytime's a good time, but now's, yeah, super important. Ryan Cortez, how are you, Ryan? The Rye guy coming in with a follow. Ryan, who's your favorite athlete of all time? If you have one. Question of the day today is, do you prefer ice cream in a cone or in a cup? Stoff did tell me... Oh, I forgot to open a pack for Stoff. Stoff told me he likes to have a cone inside of a cup, which is probably the move. Alright, so yeah, Stoffy resubscribed. I need to write his name on the sub wall and open this pack for him. Waffle cone all the way, says Windsor. Man, I haven't had a waffle cone in a long time. That does sound good. Yeah, I got the pack open. I'll show you guys the cards in it in a minute. Had a little double move on the inside. I was tracking that with my eyes, and then Randy Moss was open. First up, it's LT. Lawrence could drop a Kendrick lyric on you. Next is Terrion Arnold from the Lions. And last is Dalton Kincaid from the Bills. Those packs just have the 3 cards in them. The score treat packs. You want MLB to start soon, says Hawks Prime. I don't. Although Mike was saying the same thing earlier in stream. Like, I'm okay having the offseason. You know, Thanksgiving time, eat some good food, watch some football, enjoy the indoor sports, basketball and NHL, and then, yeah. Days start getting longer, weather start getting warmer, and baseball will be back. Season for everything, right? I think they got me for DPI. Wasn't even trying to. Well, let me catch this guy off guard with something he's not expecting defensively here. I just don't know what it is. Do I know who's playing on Thanksgiving? Typically, there's 3 games on Thanksgiving. I don't know who the lineup is, though. I know Seattle's not playing on Thanksgiving, and I'm thankful for that, because I don't like to be stressed out on the holidays. Like, I don't mind everybody else's team being on, and I can just have it on in the background. And then, okay, now we're going to watch a family movie. All right. Well, not too worried about the game. But when it's the Seahawks, it's like, oh, God. The whole day revolves around it if we happen to be on for Thanksgiving. Or like the Warriors having like the Christmas Day games over the years. Yeah, I prefer my teams just not to play on the holidays. That's me. I know other folks feel differently. Lion fans and Cowboy fans are very used to it because they've had to deal with the NFL for ages, that their teams always play on the given holidays. Oh, good throw. Dang it. I was looking at those routes emerging from the right to left over on the other side of the screen. Just zipped it in. Not that I was necessarily going to stop it anyways, but it was a good job. Packers versus Lions, Chiefs versus Cowboys, Bengals versus Ravens. Yeah, they could all end up being entertaining. That Bengals-Ravens game doesn't look great on paper right now, though. Yeah, those all stand to be good games, right? They should be. Got a shot on Lamar, but he's able to fall forward enough. So 13 seconds, 3 timeouts. Probably won't have a lot of time to do much unless they get a good return. We do have the ball coming out next half. That dropped interception attempt. Very unfortunate for me in this game so far. Hey, what's up, Nats fan? How are you, friend? Tomorrow we'll start the timer with a little bit of extra time too for longer stream, and then we'll get into our college football action. At least that's my intention. Chiefs are third in their division. Yeah, it does feel like the Chiefs maybe finally got too old. And the rest of the division's good too. I wouldn't be stunned though if the Chiefs don't win like 4 or 5 games in a row and push their way in there late somehow. They always seem to find a way, but it seems like at this moment they're kind of washed with the current squad. You know, not that they can't go and reboot it in a season or two. Bubba Ted, welcome in. Yeah, Broncos and Chargers are tough. Yeah, he was in pursuit. I thought we just would take the shot. Got away with a little bit of a rub there against Cooper. But it's the end of the half, so let it rip. All right, we got the ball coming out here next half. So, Bubba Ted, who do you root for? Are you a Bears fan? I see there's a bear in your profile display name. Yeah, I'm doing good, Nats fan. Do you have any fun weekend plans? Probably bad weather for golf and out your way, right? I'd assume. It's bad weather here for golf. A lot of rain in the forecast right now. And we'll get cut to the 35. Oh, mid-60s and sun. You should go out and hit some balls if you like. Paisley, welcome to our stream. Thank you for following. The lights are flashing for you, Paisley. Tell us about yourself. Are you a Steeler fan? The reason I'm guessing Steelers is you got black and yellow hearts there in your display name. Able to fight forward for a few yards there for Kamara. Right, so Adams will get us the first down conversion. He's usering defensively with his down lineman so far here. Devontae close, but will come up short for the first down attempt. Pete Carroll, he's coaching both sides of this game. A little conflict of interest there for Pete. See, Nats fan who was watching ODU football on ESPN yesterday. Did they get the win? Oh, that was almost picked. 33 zip. They had 9 sacks versus Troy. Bad day for Troy. Hawkadelics here. What's up, Hawk? Are you ready for the Rams on Sunday? I guess a more important question is, are the Seahawks ready for the Rams on Sunday? Yeah, huge game. I think we're going to find out if we're pretenders or contenders on that one. They don't even necessarily have to win. They need to go give them a good game, though. And definitely have to split the series, you know, if they're serious this year. Yeah, it should be a good one. We get the equalizing touchdown drive. You guys are scrolling on TikTok, come on in, talk sports with us. Yeah, I know I've been looking forward to it for a while. Try not to look past the Cardinal game, but thankfully they took care of business there with Arizona. Glad we didn't make too much of a mess out of the game. Thought the second half got a little sloppy, but it was fine. They were up so many points that they didn't have to do everything perfectly. Oh, you were at the game. Hilarious fun. Yeah, quickly up 21 zip, and felt like the Cardinals never really threatened after that. Nats fan with the takedown of all takedowns. He says, I love that my Commanders are in Spain. I can sleep through and not watch the game. It's not even that early in the morning for you. We're all blurry-eyed out here on the West Coast on those international games. Nats fan, he's going to catch up on his beauty rest. Like how the team continues to improve. Yep. Yes, a lot of my early season criticisms, too many cute plays with Milrow and stuff. It seems like they just kind of knocked it all off now. So I hope nothing reverts or regresses now that they're taking on the Rams and we're seeing a really good team. Commanders, Dolphins pass. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one, I think. Yeah, Knight stepping up was huge. Yeah, forced a couple of fumbles there. Yeah, Akata's been solid too. Boy, that was tight coverage, and Swayze threw it there. I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. So I don't know if you know, it's a grandparent's name or his origin. Maybe Hakadelic knows. CC, thanks for following. Who's your favorite NFL team, CC? Yeah, trying to take away some of those reads, and I missed that one. Opponent hasn't made too many bad throws. One when I had ball hawk too early on and didn't get the interception. Could see Moss was wide open there, but it wasn't a streak route. Let's see, X says he's so sick of the defense this year. You score on 95% of the drives, but you can't get stops. Yeah, this year definitely favors the offense in Madden X. It feels like they're starting to try to balance the AP that way a little bit to give the defense a little more of a shot. The GOAT 400. Thanks for following, GOAT. GOAT, who's your favorite athlete in all sports? Oh, good read. Yeah, I was trying to use her into the middle. I thought the ball was going there and dumps it off to the fullback. Can't wait for the game on Sunday for A. Yeah, it could be a good one. Oh, here we go. He does have Japanese heritage through his father. I over-pursued. Westover's got a easy romp to the end zone. His father, Peter Okada, was stationed in Japan after World War II and is credited with introducing American football to the country and teaching it to students. Tai Okada, professional American football player on the Seahawks. His dad must have had him really late in life then, right? If he was in World War II. I was thinking that might be his grandfather. That's per Google. Yeah, now I'm curious. Yeah, occasionally that Google AI summary pulls wrong data, but yeah, I wonder if it's just like missing a generation for like grandfather or something. But that's pretty cool about Ty. Loved Tai Okada ever since week 1. You saw the potential for A. Yeah, they haven't missed a beat without like Julian Love being back there. There's times, you know, with past versions of the team, if we would have been down a key starter, it would have spelled a recipe for disaster for the Seahawks. Next man up has been pretty impressive. I really thought they should have traded for like a green dot linebacker, but yeah, Knight went in and did a great job. I know he's not Ernest Jones, but they should be okay without Jones till he's 100%. See the hops, the interception versus Washington was unreal. Yeah, that was such a great catch. Great job to get his feet down on that one. Now, if we can score right at the end, I think we go for 2 and just try to wrap it up with the offense here. But who knows how this will play out. Game on the line, playing the Raider guy. I've had quite a few wins today, so it's been a solid session as far as season's concerned. See that he's identified blitz in there with the linebacker. I was waiting for Warren to uncover on the other side, but wasn't to be. Big lane for Kamara there. We'll see. Really hope we beat the Rams. So if we win this, high hopes for sure. That's kind of how I feel. Like I'm glad the record's looking real solid. The games that they did lose, they had the lead late. Hopefully they learned from it and all that type of stuff. But now we're gonna play a legitimate contender. You know, it's one thing to beat up on the Saints or something, but yeah, let's see if we can go and look dominant against the Rams. If they do that, then I'm gonna start believing a bit. I'm gonna set myself up to be disappointed a bit if they look that good against LA. Kids are being a little loud down the hall in case you guys are hearing them. That's why I traditionally like to stream early. Wrap up the stream before everybody else is awake. Alright, so Byers gets it down there. And opponent's using his timeouts. Commanders losing out would make Nats fans happy. Feel like 2012 versus 13 showing a massive step up from year 1 to 2 for Mike. Kind of in that in-between spot of do I want to punch it in or make him bleed out his timeouts here. But I'm content to score and just let the rest of it play itself out. I think I scored early enough that I don't want to go for 2 though. Let's see, really consider the Rams high this year too. They're very good if we can take them on. Roughing the kicker, we can kick off from closer. Love the team. Very annoyed with how old they are for a Nats fan and his Commanders. Opponent has been pretty prevalent in the short pass game. We'd love to jump a route and get this win here. He's got 1 timeout. And, you know, got to keep an eye on Lamar Jackson here too with his speed. So I saw an article on Coach Quinn. I guess he had a lot to do with Mike McDaniels, the Dolphins head coach, becoming sober. And McDaniels was kind of praising him for helping his life so much. So I thought that was kind of cool. Saw that this week. Didn't read the whole article, but just some bits and pieces of it. Nats fan thinks Kansas City's going to dominate the Colts. Colts are kind of looking like maybe they're not a legitimate contender here of late. They need to get a bounce back statement win, and KC's been the team. We'll see if KC can figure it out here. Yeah, Quinn seems like a good guy, right? All around. He's got the sideline route there. So Buddy's kind of working his way up the field, looking for the walk-off field goal on me. Guy's been really good on the short pass game. That's a good spot to tackle him down, because now he's got to kind of hurry up. Seems like a lot of these guys got that expensive Brandon Aubrey card, and they can boot it from deep with them. Oh, that would have been nice to intercept on a pop-up. So, from the 37, does kicker have a leg? He's going to try it. We're going to try ice kicker, and he's got that Aubrey card. Hey, what's up, Justin? Colts suck for 3 quarters against Atlanta, and then JT showed up, says Nats fan. So this is from 55 or something to win the game. It's offline. We're going to overtime. Lennon, I'm good. What's up, dude? If you guys are watching on TikTok, hey, we're going to overtime. Be sure to follow, share, and like. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up. Tomorrow, I intend to do the normal stream in the morning, and then we got college football watch-along for Colorado State versus New Mexico. So that'll be exclusive to the Red platform, most likely. Dakota, welcome in. How are you, Dakota? How am I liking this year's Madden? Quite well. I like Madden a lot this year. Pats are legit, says Nats fan. Yeah, Patriots had a good game last night. Of course, that Jet team isn't great, but you got to beat whoever's on the schedule. You know, you don't get to make the schedule. Let's see. Devin, thanks for following. Dakota, thanks for following. We're getting very close to 40,000 followers on TikTok platform. So, yeah, tell your friends about the stream. This Madden's great. You barely touched last year for Justin. Yeah, the game's, I think, taking a step up this season. Well, speaking of the step up, I got blasted down to the turf.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
No, we it's right.
Oh no, I was trying to change my mind on that pass. Lucky I didn't throw an interception. I was like, oh, I want to throw that that hot route, and then I was like, nope. Just barely tapped the button. That could have been game there. But instead, we maintain possession. There's a flag. I don't know what it is. False start? Yeah, not good. Traded up for Darnold. Gino's having an awful season. Well, we didn't trade for Sam. He's a free agent, but I think I know what you're getting at. And yeah, Sam's having a good year. Gino's struggling. Savage, welcome aboard. Probably was the right time not to extend Gino on the big money contract. I do think if Gino would have stayed in place with his receivers he was comfortable with and his offensive line, of course they changed coordinators, but I think Gino would be having a better year. But yeah, definitely was a nice pickup on Sam Darnold. I thought, you know, this last offseason, I said it often, I thought the Vikings should have kept Darnold and not trusted McCarthy, and it seems that that's proving to be true at the moment. Flag on the play. I think my opponent may have been misaligned. We'll take the first down and go further up the field. So yeah, Savage, Devin, Dakota, who do you guys root for as football fans? Who's your favorite NFL team? just take Devontae Adams and run with him there. Yeah, drafted quarterback, barely threw the ball in college, and then he had the terrible injury as a rookie, so I thought it was tough to just trust him with the keys to the franchise, considering they were, they were contending last year there in Minnesota. And so Kamara, he's had a few carries. I'm going to sub him for Byers. I guess Byers is the next highest rated back now. Can't wait to get the 90 Lynch. I'm just a little bit short on coins. I think he's 88 or 89. I think he plays to 89 in my lineup with the boost. All right, so Byers is in. Pressure's on my opponent to go get the equalizing drive. Kind of want to go for 2 because my offense has moved well, but don't want to make it easy for him in case he matches with a touchdown. Make them earn it type of deal. Now, this opponent has moved the ball really well against me, so we'll see if we can hold up. Hey, Fear Stewart, thanks for the heart, me, Fear. Last game of the morning, and then we'll do it again tomorrow with another stream. Should be on for Madden and then college football. I don't think I'll try to run them consecutively because the way that I stream these days is usually based off of engagement. We'll do a longer start timer, but if the stream blows up, I don't want to be like pressed up against the college game and having to wrap up early or something. Yeah, Stuart, do you have any fun plans for your weekend? Try to get back there with the big old defensive lineman, didn't work out. Chase, welcome aboard. Thanks for following, Chase. And he can't get the pass break up. He likes this 4 receivers set to the right. I thought he was going to stay in the no huddle. He'll let me sub out. Just makes the right read over and over. Doesn't seem to panic, and I haven't had much pass pressure. Have been dropping a lot of guys in the coverage though too. We're deep enough in the game. People usually have like some type of identifier and stuff. They know where you're sending blitzes and whatnot. Let's see, Mateus, Goofy, welcome in, Mateus. How's your Friday treating you? He gets the right read out to Dickerson, so here we go. Not sure why EA is giving free 87 cards. 87s are not towards the top of the game anymore, though. You got to give some cards out for people that join the game late, in my opinion, to give them the opportunity to build up their teams and their lineups, so that way they're not feeling so far behind in the game that it feels overwhelming. Yeah, because people will get it as a Thanksgiving Day sell. People will pick it up as a Christmas gift, and yeah, they need to have that opportunity to play and compete on the game. He does get the touchdown, so we'll see if my opponent goes for 2 in the win here, or what happens. EJ Bullock, how are you, EJ? Guy has had tremendous short passing game so far. And we got him down. Did he break the plane? He did. No way. I thought we had him short. I had Adams on him. I was going through trying to get some spies set. And nice quick pass, and there's the game. Good game to that dude. Man, I thought we had him short of the line there. Seemed like the ball went over, but I thought the knee came down. But, I mean, you're always looking at it through your own perspective, too. Let's see. Doing your challenges. Intro Thanksgiving comes out. Yeah, the Thanksgiving program's usually one of the best ones. And I know they've changed the name of it over the years, but, yeah, that one's usually fun. I think the Halloween program, the Thanksgiving one's usually great. When we get to the winter Christmas one, that's when they start dropping a lot of out-of-position cards. I don't care for those as much. I feel like the game gets very silly then. Tomorrow we'll start stream on a win or go home situation. 4-2 was a win away there from bopping our way into the playoffs. Em, hey, how are you? Welcome in. You're here for the pack opening, Em. Let's go boomer bust. 85 plus. Wish me luck. Probably should save it for tomorrow when the limiteds are in, but what's the fun in that? It's a team builder. We'll find out if it's a booming team builder or not. Not much there. Karlothis and 19,000 coins. He'll help me on the Marshawn Lynch running back upgrade fund, though. So we got that going for us. I've got a boatload of season tickets for the next season when it drops. Let's see. Lady Rage Gaming is on, so we'll raid Lady Rage, big part of the community. She'll have you guys entertained on Twitch. I go by Daniel Freak on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, everything you guys can think of. Let me put the links in TikTok chat, or excuse me, let me put them in the YouTube chat. I'm gonna put them in Twitch chat so you guys can connect with me. And if you're on TikTok, you can click on my profile, the little DF logo, click on it. There's a bio, link trees there. Please join the Discord. If you guys haven't joined Underdog, Underdog's got a great promo. 5 will get you 100 in bonus funds. So use code DYF for Underdog. If you want to see my Underdog plays, I almost always have them on my stories. I always tweet them, and they're available in the Discord server. We can't really get too much into those discussions while we're live, but we can definitely talk about it in the community. So here we go on the raid. Have a great Friday. Be safe. Don't put yourself in any danger on the roads. And I hope to see you guys on the weekend and hear about your weekend when we resume streaming tomorrow. All right, everybody.